Hello. You ready to see something? Here we go. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, I haven't done too much, but I mean, I'll be real. I didn't wake up this morning thinking I was gonna do any of this, so this is pretty nice. But yeah, so like beforehand, it was just like a little bit of like stuff, like these two doors, some of these things, etc. Like one of these. But now, yeah, like it's pretty decorated throughout this section of the straightaway. Yeah, so a few things. One, this is a bridge. Let me switch to this. Right, so I was looking at this, right? So you got this bridge. Um, Let me check this real quick. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, so you got this bridge. It's not the exact right shape. It's not like exactly curved correctly, but like it's good enough, I think. If we wanted to curve it correctly, I'd have to make the arches go down more like to like that height, and then like make it more like a circle than just like a. Cause like right now it's like a slight slant down. It's not like a super good like as much of a slant, but I think it gets the job done. Gets the point across. There's a bridge there, right? Um, I had help with this. Like I looked at what they did for where is it? This here it is. Um, so yeah, I was like, oh, like, yeah, they had like, the moon parts, and then like the waves parts, like the moon parts, the blue eyes, and the wave parts, like the fact that I saw in that picture. So I kind of did the same thing here, but like, the moon part of the emblem. If you look in that picture or in this picture, you can see, or in this picture rather, you can see like the moon part and then like the wave part. That's like the water tribe logo or like emblem, I guess. So yeah, I did that. I came up with this on my own. It led to the bridge looking a little bit weird on the top, like walking through the bridge on top of the bridge like this. It's kind of awkward or like awkward looking, but like it's not like the main thing I'm focused on with this. I'm mostly focused on how it looks when you're driving through it. And yeah, so like I could have done like this, right? Because like if you look at the picture, it's like it's the same like same color, same material inside those divots along the bridge. But I chose to do blue eyes just because like it's just an accent thing, right? Like if we had everything all white throughout this entire build, it kind of not look good, right? It's just a sea of white, like it has different texture, like it has like there's like a wall of white, and here's like a ceiling of white, and here's like a house of white, but like it's all white. So I think if we add a lot of, or like a good amount of uh, contrast, because like this is an example of the contrast, right? Like in the actual photo, it's not like it's blue or more blue on the inside of the divots, but I did it like this. It's just like without it looks bland and boring. So it helps a little bit. Of course, it doesn't look like super awesome, amazing. Like the bridge doesn't look super awesome, amazing, but like it's oh well. Yeah, then I copied it again to here and to here. So you're like, what the fuck is this, right? Well, essentially, what's going on is that we have hypothetical water benders, water bending water at the bridge, so that it falls down like a sheet, and then like they're freezing it, right? And that's the sheet, like the curtain or whatever that prevents you from seeing like inside World 2, right? So yeah, I did this. That's a little bit longer now, but yeah. So what I did was first I just used water buckets along this edge here, and so that all the water went down, and then I cleaned up like the stuff that spreads out. Oh, here, let me like how it spreads out like this. I cleaned that up, and then yeah, like I replaced it with a blue saying vast, so like both on this side and on this side, and I used a brush. I think it was this one. Yeah, so I used a small brush, a small sphere brush, just like paint the like basic shapes. I don't know if you can tell, but like these are meant to be water freezing over, so it's like kind of like a jagged triangles kind of stuff. I didn't do too good of a job with it, but like I need to both make it look like freezing water and also block view. And to do that, you need like a large base, and that's kind of like difficult to make look good, I think. Like if I really wanted to make it look like triangles, I could just make triangles, but I wouldn't do good for like blocking view, right? So yeah, so I did clumps, triangle-esque, like like you see like the spike on top, another this little spike right here as well. I did that on this side, and I also did it on this side. And I took a brush, and I believe this is it. Yeah. So this is it's a cylinder, or is this, sorry, a sphere brush that replaces packed ice with 60% blue ice and 40% packed ice. So like it's a little bit of a mixture, right? And I also put normal ice all around the edges. So like like ice, like the core is ice, and like on the edges, it's going from water to ice. So it's like kind of converting. And I kind of want to do something similar here, where it's like this is like converting from the water to the ice. Eventually, it's all, of course, just like the like that, and like all the water over there. It's all gonna go from blue ice or blue stained glass to water in the end. But for right now, it's easier to work with when it's just water or blue ice. Sorry, blue stained glass. So oh yeah, this is a heart. I don't know if people notice or gonna notice that, but yeah, it's a heart. I just kind of started going towards it, and then like making the thing. I was like, it started like looking like it. And I was like, I'll just fucking do it. So yeah, it's a heart. Cool. There's no significance behind it. It's just yeah. Oh, is this air? Oh no. I thought I found all of these. All right, yeah, yeah, and then I went inside. Was that another one? Oh, I think it's another one. Oh, it's another one. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes, I went inside and I took another brush. It might have been this one. Yeah, so actually I did a cell poly here like this. So yeah, at this point in time we have one sheet on this side and one sheet on this side. So what I did was I did this. I went around. Then I went to the bottom of this. And so like inside basically like there's one sheet here, one sheet here. There's none of this ice or anything inside yet. And so I did replace air with cave air, right? I did that. Oh my fucking god, there's still air. Oh my god, oh, it's right here. Actually, wait, can I just that should help a little bit, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I did replace air with cave air. And that means that inside is cave air, but outside is normal air. So that means I could do another brush, I think it was this one, and do like a small something that gives like packed ice 1, a small sphere packed ice 1, and then I can just like merge like the clumps on this side to the clumps on this side. So like I would like be like, okay, I'm gonna click and like connect this clump or this like slab to this slab on the inside, and I just did that for like all the big ones and stuff, right? You can see like the heart, it connects to this, right? And like this also connects down to this lower bit, like that, right? So like it's not just like two different sheets, it's kind of like they're connected, right? And then I after that I did like what I just did, I did like cell poly and like replace cave air with blue stained glass. Yeah, and then I cleaned up the top. The top was fucking disaster. With like blue stained glass, like I just did. But like I also like at the beginning it was like the blue stained glass is like all like up here. I don't remember how. But yeah, but then I had to like trim it down. So yeah, you see these like things of water. I tried to make it so that the blue stained glass was like along the wall, like and like like if you like take your like sink, right, and then like your faucet in your sink, you start shooting water, so like hit the wall and like cascade outwards or like spread outwards. So I try to do something here, right? Like it hits the wall here and like it spreads outwards up to here, but then like when there's no like water, it kind of goes lower, right? So like there's no water like directly right here, so like there's not as much water up here, right? Same thing on this side. But yeah, I did this. I think this is a little bit funny because like the water comes out of these whole things, and then wait a second. Oh, they don't have the slabs on top. Oh, that's sad. How many? Oh my god. Oh no, not like this. Not like this. Oh no. Oh wait. Okay. Well, I can't. Okay. That's sad. Oh my god, they're everywhere. But yeah, we got a water bender bending this water too. just why not? I think it helps like illustrate the idea that like the water is being bent, right? Because like you see all this water falling out downwards, and then you see this one, the water like bending towards over here, and then you can infer, oh yeah, that's what they're doing with like this water and this water and this water. On this side, there's not like, I guess I could do it from right here, but that's kind of like thin and like awkward. I could do it from here, but then that was just like actually a super like omega effect game thing. They can just drive into the water. And then like there's like a thing of water. If boat uses is active, they could just like go up. Like it wouldn't be active, but if it was, they just go up on top of the water, which is pretty funny. But yeah, so there's only like this side that's really like open. Another thing I did, let's see here. None of the yeah. So what I did was beforehand the blackstone wall was like this. It was too wide. But then I was like, I don't need that. I can just make it one wide. So I did a how I did it was I did a cell poly. Poly? Yeah. I did this, flew all the way down to like I think here. And then I went like this. And then I went back and I did one that's higher up. I did replace blackstone air. And then I also did replace black wool, or you just do black with blue stained glass, right? And that's how I did this quickly. Instead of like going block by block and doing slash lines, I did that. Same thing for this side. This is the eventual plan. The red is going to be barrier blocks. Like we want there to be a wall, right? And right now the problem is if it's 1 block tall, like how it is right now, you can go on top, right? And if you get bumped out really hard, you have a bunch of speed in that direction. You can even just like fucking, then you're out because this is water, right? And you can't get back up. So we want it to be at least 2 tall, or like prevent them from going out. So we're gonna do 2 tall, and we're gonna do like ice. Like we're gonna say like the water benders bent, like they froze this whole thing, and like the whole middle of the stream, and then they also like put little walls to keep people in. And then so the problem is, right, if you have someone, you can ride on top of them, right? Like I can do like this. Imagine this is someone inside the boat, right? Wait. No. Imagine there's someone inside the boat. You can climb up on top, and then you fall out, and then you're omega fucked. Because like, even if this was like, if it was like this, it'd be one thing, right? But now there's like a 2 block high wall, and you can't even, you're omega fucked, right? So what I think we should do is also add barrier blocks. Like, basically, there's no one that's ever gonna like notice the barrier blocks unless like they have that rare scenario where they try to drive over someone right here, right? Like it will fuck with their camera if like they go like this, because the barrier blocks will like prevent it, like a physical block, or like if you do that, you see how like the camera goes more towards my head, right? Because it's supposed to block. It would do that with barrier blocks, right? Right now it's red stained glass, so it won't. It'll just go through. Or some, yeah, it'll go through. Normalized actually does it too. So yeah. You can notice it from that, or you can just like in create adventure mode, you can just look up and you see like the outline. So people can tell it's barrier block, but like just from decor wise, you won't be able to see it. You also use normal ice to see that you can see through it and still see the decor. Because right, if it was like blackstone, you're just like blocking off field of view with like the actual decoration, right? Or like any like non see-through block. But since this is see-through, you can at least see a little more of the decoration. I did that. I did this bridge over here just because I don't know. I was like, oh, we can, because why not? So now like the entrance is gonna be going under the bridge. I did this arrow thing because people in Cyber World 2 and Cyber World 1 still like don't know where to go, and like that's fair, like if you look at this, like I see, oh, I'm going to go through the S's and go this way. That's honestly totally fair, but that's not the way you go, right? So like for new drivers, I don't think the arrow's gonna help, but like at least like if they get confused, so their friend says they're going the wrong way, they can go over here and be like, what? And then they're like, oh, okay, gotcha. This laser person's a dumbass. Can't even convey that you're supposed to go that well. Oh my god. Like, I could put it in the ice, but no one's gonna look at it. Like, I mean, they're looking at the ice, but they're not gonna like read it and be like, oh, okay. I'm not spell it out. I'm not spelling it out. I could put just like an arrow like that, but they still wouldn't like realize it in time, or like they're probably also looking at like over there instead of over here, right? So yeah. But yeah, so this is this. I'm gonna like, if you look in here in the picture on the Chrome on the top right, you know, it's like a tunnel thing, or you know, it goes inside. So I'm gonna go inside a little bit, and I'm probably gonna do like either I'm actually gonna like fully do it, and like, you know, there's a staircase you can go on top and whatever, or I might just like do this thing where like, you do a few like the colored glasses in a row, which creates like an effect that looks like the depths, right? And then like, you know, like you do black here, like black concrete, not black stone, black concrete, right? I'm just doing this for demonstration, right? Do I have? Okay, well, whatever. It at least when it's done non-diagonally, but like just like straight like this, it makes it look darker. Like if I have some examples, like there's one in Midgar Sewers, there's one at CGP. Yeah, I guess I can try to show it. Midgar Sewers. Wow, I did not do a good job of that. Wait, where isn't there another one? There should be another one. Probably. What? Okay. TTCGP. Surely. Are they talking about holding sprints? Yeah. Yeah, here you go. This is just a bunch of layers of waxing glass. But you know, it kind of gives the effect of like a like a pit, right? I think it's just like that layer looks darker than, or lighter than that layer, and it gets darker here, and it gets darker here. So I get yeah. So yeah, I'm probably gonna do something like that, maybe. But on a diagonal instead of like up and down, you know, it's like X and Z axis. This looks pretty nice, actually. Wait, hold on. Huh? This looks pretty cool. Like, how is it up like this? This actually pretty cool. But yeah. That's it for right now. I'm gonna continue over here and figure something out here. I still don't know. Oh, what is that? Huh? Oh, yeah. Okay. But yeah, I still don't know what I'm exactly gonna do, like, right here. Because, you know, like, this is gonna have to go out, because this is like another, like, walkway on top. So, you know, you're walking along here. This way. Right. So, like, there's, like, houses on top of this as well. But then there's also gonna have to be houses, like, at this height. Because, you know, like, we're driving at this height. So, we have to figure out the transition between, like, this height and this height. I might just be, like, just straight up wall, and then, like, have a couple staircases in some phases. But yeah, and then yeah, and then we'll be kind of done with one little straightaway of this giant ass track. Oh my god. Yeah, decorating, if you couldn't tell, decorating takes a lot of time. I've noticed, by the way, human made stuff like this and like architecture a lot harder to do in Minecraft, or like it takes a lot more time at least to decorate things like this, right? Because like if I wanted to, I can just like, if I wanted to make it like here, this did not take me this long. Like it took me like maybe 6 hours total, right? To this whole area, because it was just okay. Let's do some cell poly to do this like terraforming, right? So yeah, okay, maybe like 8 hours or something. I don't know. Yeah, 8 or 10. But like comparatively, like to the other place, right? This was like 3 or like 4, or like, and also like the underside's like 5 or so, just for like this little section, right? And like it doesn't even look good. It's okay, but it doesn't look like great, right? Meanwhile, this looks pretty fucking good. Because, you know, you got flowers everywhere, you got like a stream of water, you got like these things. It's not to like do this and like do textures on it, but like, you know, it looks a lot easier, or a lot better, and it was done a lot easier because like it's just like you do a massive area. You don't have to do like specific things, right? But for here, you have to do this specific thing. You have to do this specific thing. You have to make the bridge, and you have to do a lot of specific things. And yeah. So I've noticed that at least like building and decorating for like wildlife a lot easier. You just like there's like tools like such as forest that could probably help you. Such as rock, I think. I've never used that, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's easier. You can be messy with it too, because like wildlife isn't like prim and proper, right? Like if you go like human architecture, it's like it's like symmetrical and it's like very clean edges, like it's flat and then like a 90-degree and then flat and then 45-degree and then flat, right? But like in wildlife, you can just and like it works, right? Like it these aren't even like geometrically good. Like what even is that? Did you even notice that? No, I didn't either until just now. Like you can just go herp to there. Like obviously, like this doesn't look that great, but like it's okay, right? And like you could be a lot more messy, and it'd be okay. Yeah. And you could be messy with flowers. Flower place, you could just go, and that's what I did. I went like bang, 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 bang. Like I had a brush. I'd go like bang, 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 right? And that's what I did to place flowers. So I could be a lot easier on that. But like here, I have to be like, okay, all right, paste. If I want to do it evenly, I have to be like, okay, I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or is that 5 or 4? Let me 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, paste. And 4, paste, and then go down and then paste. And then I only did like this little area compared to like the flowers thing, where I went bang, 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 bang. And I could get this whole big area in the same amount of time, right? It's just, yeah. So, anyways, I think I'm gonna go ahead and continue doing stuff like this, but on this side, and yeah, and then we'll figure out something for this, and then I think next up is probably gonna be this houses area, because that's what I like have the best idea of in my mind. Then I'll have to figure out something for over here. I was also, side note, I think I'm done for building right now. I'm gonna just talk a little more about decorating. I was watching a Mario Kart video, right? Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I was looking at like, I never like looked at the decor like heavily or like like thought about the decor, but like I noticed like each track has like a lot of different sections. Like it's essentially like what they're able to do is like, especially with how the game works, like they're able to, they have one section and then like you enter another section, right? Like for instance, bro, I don't know, like there's this like Swamp Temple set track. I think that debuted in Mario Kart 8. And like you start in like a wider open area with like and then you go like into a cave or like a tunnel section, and then like there's like water, and you go in the water, there's like fit routes there, and then you exit the cave, you're opened up into another open section. But now this time it's no gravity, and like now you're like rotated like like, so instead of like you're up and down this way, it's like up and down this way, right? And you get like it's a no gravity section, but it's still like the open area, right? So like, and then like after that you go into a tunnel thing again, but it's still no gravity, and then you exit, and there's still no gravity, and then you go out in the open, and then like there's like a glider section. So like what they have is they have an open area with like a grass patch, right? That's the first section. The second section is tunnel, and it's the water thing, and then the third one is open area but no gravity. Fourth one is tunnel but no gravity, and then fifth one is open area and glider. And yet like it feels like so, like every different section is like so fleshed out. Like it's, you have 3 open areas and 2 tunnel sections, but they feel so different because that first tunnel section you have like the water split routes thing, and you also have like the large turn with like the like the no gravity side you can go like 90 degrees angled on, right? And then you got like the swamps in the section 3, like the second open area. Then you got the glider section, like the fifth and that like last open area, right? And like it but like compared to Minecraft, you have flat you have a fat track. You can't go sideways, no gravity. You don't have a glider. Boat utils is actually good because that lets you have uphills and downhills, right? You can remember a turn or a section by its elevation, right? You can be like, okay, yeah, it's like the uphill and then like a hard right compared to the fat and hard right, right? You can have two hard right turns, exactly the same layout. I can just copy paste this and just give this elevation. Like I can copy paste this section, like this turn right here. I could put it on the other side of the map, give it elevation and feel different, right? And it's just like, I want to look into Mario Kart a little bit more and like try like figure out if there's like any tips I can learn, because I think dividing the track up into sections and decorating those sections is pretty good. Like that's kind of like what I want to do with this, right? Like you have the temple section, you have the koi pond section, you have the this picture section, you have the houses section before the tunnel section, you have the wide open area, right? So like I just fear that's not enough. It probably will be, but yeah, it probably will be, right? But compare that to like shit. I don't want to shit on blue, but like let's do TT Loop Lake. You have the trees set, like you have, okay, so yeah, you have a bridge with water. That's good. But then you have the same thing. You have this, which is the good landmark, right? You have a bridge section. That's cool. And then now this whole route is now just defined by blue ice, packed ice turns sometimes, right? But it's the same decoration. Like it doesn't look that different. If it is different, I don't know what's the difference. Like I think he uses the same flowers. I think he uses the same ground. There's a little more dirt, I think. No, there's not. Never mind. Same trees, right? Like now there's a mountain. So like if you want to look at the far right side of your screen or whatever, it's a little bit different, I guess, right? Like don't get me wrong, this looks beautiful and stuff. It's just like it's all the same thing, right? Don't watch it on blue. He's a good guy. It's just yeah. Compare that to my track, because I'm awesome. Classification, sorry. And then you have, the red section, the blue section, the white section, the green section, and the purple section, right? I chose these ones because of the colors, right? I mean, one, because, like, the gameplay and, one of my favorite ones, and, like, two, the colors. I'm missing out on Temple, which is, like, a yellowish kind of thing, which, yeah, it's a different color, but, I think it was a little bit awkward. And, Volcanium, which is, like, gray purple-ish, and but with lava. Like this is like purple but lava, purple and lava. But like Volcanium would be like gray purple and lava. So like I didn't do that one just because like the color. I wanted to do it. Like I was thinking when I was thinking of this, I was like, oh yeah, Volcanium with the lava everywhere. That'd be so cool. And like you have the enemies like the robot guy just vibing, But then I thought about it and I was like, well, I need Neobab. Neobab's like mandatory, right? Because it's just spark traps and it's fun. But I can't do the lava face because it's a similar color, right? So like, yeah, I think splitting the track into sections not only like makes it more fresh while going through it, it also makes turns more memorable, right? Like you're like, oh yeah, this is the cyan section, so it's the long turn, and like, oh yeah, like now it's the ice, like the blue section, so it's the wall tap, and like the purple section is like the really hard section. The purple is okay. I feel Soda messed up on purple. Soda messed up on purple, right? Like they can say Soda messed up on purple, and everyone knows this is purple, and they know where they are on the track. Compare that to like turn 13 and new play. Yeah. Yeah, I think splitting the track into sections is a really good idea. Oh, where am I going? See, I hope I can do that enough. Yeah, it's not going to be as good as Mario Kart. Like, Mario Kart tracks, like, they have so much variety. Like, I kind of shat on the, or, like, like the temple one, the Thwomp Temple, it's, like, inside, outside, or whatever, and just back and forth. And, like, how they can use the gameplay features, like, going no gravity and stuff, and gliders to, like, change things up and make sections more memorable, right? I kind of shat on that, but, like, otherwise, like, I'm looking at some of these tracks, and, like, yo, this is phenomenal. There's, like, always new stuff. Like, I think Warrior's Gold Mine? No, not Gold Mine. Look, Gold Mine kind of is. Yeah, Gold Mine's, I think, pretty good, yeah. But like Wario Mountain or whatever, like the snowboarding one. Whereas like or like Wario's Dam, like you go over the dam bit, it's like you fly into a cave. It's a lot of variety. And it's pretty memorable. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna definitely try to think like that mindset where like the track should be split into multiple sections of Decor, um, while also keeping in mind um, to not fail to blend them in correctly, or not blend them in, but like blend them correctly, right? Like if I have a mountain section and a river section, it shouldn't just be mountain and then abruptly river. It should be like you should blend it in, or like like the river. I don't know, but like for this, it shouldn't just be like you clearly have like this wall thing jutting out, and you clearly have houses, and there's like a bunch of like open area where I don't do anything, right? Or there's like no staircases or anything. I should blend them in correctly. So like I should keep in mind like I want multiple sections of Decor, and I should blend them correctly together. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do for this, but like I don't know how I'm gonna blend this. Just like this should be a wall, I think, right? A wall with like I wrote here. This just should be like a wall with like the wired emblem on the sides, and that's just kind of be it. It's like think like a half pipe or like a tube, or like a just like a yeah. Just so you go on top of that part, right? Now, I don't know how I'm gonna blend it with this, but I think it's just gonna say tube actually. Now that I think about it, yeah, it's just probably say tube. But yeah, I'm gonna have to hopefully do that. So yeah, okay, I think I'm done with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep going with this, and then probably work on the houses. So that's what I'm thinking of next. I'm also probably gonna like fill in this and like deal with this hole, etc. But yeah, thanks for watching. I talked for a long time. Thank you for watching. Yep. Okay. Am I recording? I'm recording. Okay. Bye.